Hello friends, this is Dr. Nikisha Jariwala. Within this video, today we will see related to HTML elements. Now, HTML elements is related to HTML tag, which we have seen within the last video. Within last video, we have seen that when we want to develop any HTML document, then that HTML document is developed with the help of HTML tags. Each and everything is specified with the help of HTML tags. So, this HTML element topic is related to HTML tag. So, let's start. So, the first thing is, what is HTML element? We can say that HTML element is the statement from the start of HTML tag to the end of HTML tag. Again, I repeat, HTML element, we can say that each and everything that we write from the start of HTML tag to the end of HTML tag. For example, yesterday we have seen paragraph tag, right? So the same thing we will consider over here. As I have told that HTML element means whatever thing we will write from the start of the tag to the end of the tag. So we will consider over here that is the paragraph tag. This is the start of paragraph tag and this is the end of paragraph tag, right? And in between we will write the paragraph that we want to display on our web page. So this whole thing is considered as HTML element. Again, I repeat, this whole thing is considered as an HTML element. So friends, in short, we can say that HTML element means whatever things we write from the start of HTML tag to the end of HTML tag, right? Now we will see syntax of HTML element. Now, what is the syntax of HTML element? The first thing within HTML element syntax is that HTML element starts with the start of the tag and it will ends with the end of that particular tag, right? So if we consider again the paragraph tag, then within the syntax of HTML element, we need to consider this thing that it will start with p tag and it will end with /p tag. So that is the first thing which we need to consider within HTML element syntax. Now the second thing is related to the element content. Obviously, as it is a tag, we will write something between these two pair of tags, right? So that is also considered within HTML element syntax and it is known as element content. Again, I repeat, it is known as element content. That is the second point which we need to consider within the syntax of HTML element. So for example, we can write over here the paragraph that we want to display on the web page, right? Now the third thing, it may possible that sometimes HTML elements can have empty content. Again, I repeat, sometimes it may possible that HTML elements may have empty content. It is not necessary that each and every time we have to write the content within that particular HTML element. It may possible that element does not contain any content. So that is the third point which we need to consider in the syntax. Fourth point is related to the singular tags or empty tags. Because as we have seen that empty tags does not have closing tag, right? So obviously each and everything will be present within the start tag. So the same thing we'll need to consider related to HTML element also. That HTML elements, or more precise, the elements that are empty are closed within the start tag itself. So that is the fourth thing that we need to consider over here. And the fifth and the most important thing, most of the HTML elements will have attributes within it. Again, I repeat, most of the HTML elements will have attribute within it. And that is the fifth point that we need to consider within the syntax of HTML element. Now, you can also consider this attributes as an properties of that particular HTML element. Or more precise, we can also see that this attribute will provide additional information related to that particular element, right? So friends, these are the 5 points which we need to consider within the syntax of HTML element. Now, here are the examples of HTML element as we have seen over here. That this is the paired tag, that is the paragraph tag. So that is the first example of an HTML element, and the second example is related to the empty tag or a singular tag, right? So this is also considered as an HTML element. Now we will see what is HTML attributes. So friends, as I have already told that HTML elements will have attributes. Most of the HTML elements will have attributes, and I have also told that attributes can be considered as a property of that particular HTML element, or more precise, we can also say that attributes will provide additional information related to the element. Right? So that is the important thing we need to consider over here, that what is attribute and what does it will provide. So if we want to specify any additional information related to the element, for example, as we have considered over here the paragraph tag, and within paragraph tag we want to consider the color of this paragraph, that is the color of the text which we have written within the paragraph. So that particular thing can be written as an attribute. That particular thing can be considered as an attribute within this paragraph tag, or more precise within this paragraph element. So that is the thing, that what is the additional information related to the element. Another important thing you need to remember over here is that attributes are always written within the start tag. Again, I repeat, attributes are always written within the start tag, and that is the most important thing which you need to consider over here. Means if you want to specify any additional information, then that additional information is to be written within the start tag. And this attribute are in the form of name value pair. Again, I repeat, these attributes are in the form of name value pair. Right? So here I have given the syntax of the attribute, that how we can specify. Name means the attribute name, right? And the value means value which we want to specify for this particular attribute. For example, right now I have told that I want to set blue color for the text within that paragraph. So I can specify blue as a value, and I will specify style as a attribute name, because I want to specify that text must be displayed within the blue color. So obviously blue is the value and style is the attribute within which I can set the color of that particular text within that paragraph tag. So this is the most important thing you need to remember over here, that attributes are always written within the start tag. And the second thing is that attributes are made up of name value pair. And another most important thing you need to remember is that values are always specified within double quotation. Again, I repeat, you need to write the value within double quotation, and that is the most important thing that you need to consider over here. So friends, this is about the HTML attribute that we can specify within our HTML element. Now let's see some list of standard attributes, or more precise we can say list of basic attributes which are available with most of, or more precise, all HTML elements, right? So the first is, that is the class. Again, I repeat, the first is class attribute. Class attribute is used to specify the class rule or the style rule, and this class is related to CSS class, that is cascading style sheet, which are used to apply style for our particular element, right? So that is the first standard attribute. Obviously, all this attribute we will see in detail, we will see with the help of example, right? But you need to remember that these four are the standard attributes. Second is the name that we will specify, right? And for that, over here we will use ID attribute. Again, I repeat, here is the ID attribute, means you can say it is a unique identifier for the element. If you want to provide any name, right, which will be unique, right, for the particular element, that can be specified within the ID attribute. Third is related to the style, right? The example that I have already given to you, that is, if I want to specify color of that particular text, then that can be written within the style attribute. And more precise, over here we need to consider inline style. Inline style meaning is that whenever we specify the style along with the HTML tag, right, with, or more precise, within the HTML tag, then that is considered as an inline style, right? And this style attribute is used to define that particular inline style. And the fourth is title, which is used to specify tooltip for particular text which we want to display on the web page. Again, I repeat, and the fourth standard attribute that can be used within our HTML document is title. Within this title, we can specify the tooltip, or more precise, we can say a small help, related to the text that we want to display on our web page, right? So friends, these are the 4 standard attributes which can be used with each and every HTML elements, that are class, second is ID, third is style, and fourth is title. So friends, these are the standard attributes for our HTML element. And with that, we have completed our presentation part. So within this presentation, we have seen what is HTML element, what is the syntax of HTML element, examples of HTML element, and along with that, we have also seen attributes and the list of standard attributes that can be used within our HTML element. Now, as usual, the thing which we have seen in our presentation, now we will see the practical demo of the same thing. And for that purpose, we will use the same HTML document which we have used within our last video. That is the first.html document which we have created within last video, within first website folder. So let's open that. Here we go. So here is our first website folder within which we have developed first HTML page, that is first.html, right? So let's open it. If I want to open it, I will double click on it, right? As I do normally with all the HTML files, or more precise, all other files. But the thing you need to remember over here, that whenever you want to open that particular file so that you can edit the source code, so for that purpose, you need to open that particular HTML document in Notepad. And that cannot be done directly by double clicking on that particular HTML document, because as it is an HTML document, by default it will be displayed within the web browser, which is displayed right now, right? So if I want to open the source code of that particular document, what I will do, I will right click on that particular document, I will select open with, and from that I will select Notepad. So that particular HTML document is now open within Notepad. So as we have seen, what is HTML element? HTML element means it starts from start of the tag to the end of the tag, that we have already seen. But the most important part is attributes within HTML element. And those attributes can be written within the start tag, right? So over here, paragraph tag is already there. As we have discussed in our example that I want to display the text with blue color. So we will do the same thing, and for that purpose over here I will use style attribute. So in the start of the paragraph tag I will write style, that is the attribute name, and within double quotation I have to specify the value. So I will specify the value as color colon blue, because I want blue color for my text of this particular paragraph. So this is how we can specify the attributes within the start of the tag. Let's add another attribute, for example title, which we have already seen, that is the standard attribute, right? So over here I have used standard attribute, that is title, and within that I want to specify the value. I will specify a simple value, that is first paragraph, because as it is a first paragraph, so I want to specify a simple thing. So over here title is the name of the attribute, and within double quotation I have specified the value of that particular attribute, right? So friends, over here I have specified 2 different attributes, that is style and title. Let's see one another attribute which is related to, okay, right now we have discussed the example related to background color of the page, right? So we will use the same thing, and as we know that the things which we are displaying on the web page is the content that we have written within the body tag. So if I want to change the background color of my web page, then I have to write attribute within the body tag. Again, I repeat, if I want to change the background color of the web page, then obviously I have to write that attribute within body tag. So here is the start of the body tag, and for that purpose I will use BG color attribute, and within double quotation I will specify the value, for example silver, because I want background color of my page as a silver, right? So friends, this is how we can specify the attribute in terms of name value pair. Now we will save it. So here we go. I have saved it, and now I will open this particular HTML document within the browser. So this is the document, or more precise, this is the web page which we have run previously, right? Now we have made the changes within our HTML document. So I will refresh it, right? After refresh, we will see the changes that we have done within our HTML document. Fine. So here we go. So the changes are already visible on our web page. The background color of our web page is silver. Along with that, the text within our paragraph tag, it is in blue color, and you will also able to see the tooltip which we have specified within the title attribute, that is first paragraph. So friends, this is all about the topic, that is HTML element, within which we have seen both the things, that is theory as well as practical demo. So if this video is helpful to you, like and share it, and also don't forget to subscribe the channel and hit that bell icon so in future you will never miss the update. Thank you friends.